theory is a pretty amazing thing. That is the reason why I use it a lot in my classes. However, sometimes it's better to actually let people experience things. And that is the reason why I very often use exercises, simulations, and games in my classes to illustrate certain concepts. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very easy exercise, which is called the Lego Duck Challenge. And you can use it in your classes to illustrate something that is related to change management, to innovation, and also to project management. And the exercise is pretty simple. The only thing that you need is a couple of Lego bricks. And I'm going to put the exact list of Lego bricks down in the description below so you can order them in your country whenever you want and in the number you want. Basically, I would say you need, depending on the number of people and the number of classes you run, with about 120-ish euros, 150 US dollars, you should be all set for a year or so. So it's much more affordable than using a business case. Plus, it's much more fun. So how does it work? The only thing that you need is, in the beginning of the class, these Lego bricks that I'm going to show you here. So these are the bricks that you are going to distribute for every student on every table ahead of the class. You can use a break to do that. And what people will do is immediately they will start playing around with Lego. For whatever reason, it seems like we all know Lego from when we grew up. So Lego is an amazing thing because it brings people from their head into their heart, into their hands, literally, and they're doing something with it. That can be quite distracting, so be aware of that. So they might play around and not listen to you, so be aware of that. Now, you have placed the Legos on every chair, on every table, and people are playing with it. And then you ask them a very simple question and you tell them, please build a duck. Please build a duck with the number of Legos you have. Whatever they want to do, you can set a time limit. That usually doesn't matter. I usually say, let's do it in 2 minutes or so. And then people start immediately to build. And then, if they're done, you ask people to show their actual duck. And you will be surprised because no matter how big the class is, it is very, very unlikely that 2 ducks will look the same. So a very limited number of pieces, a very clear task, a very clear deliverable. Everyone knows what a duck looks like. And still, resources are limited. The task is very precise, very clear. People do something entirely different. If you think about projects, and you might consider change as a project, how tricky is it if you ask people to do something? You think you have a very clear deliverable. People think they have a very clear idea of the deliverable, and still the result is totally different. Again, for innovation purpose, amazing. For efficiency and for a unified outcome, probably quite tricky. And that is a very good starting point to discuss exactly these things. So how to deal with this non-uniformity, how to create uniformity. Is uniformity something that you want to have, or is it innovation that you want to have? And how do you deal with that from an innovation perspective? So, very easy task, very interesting starting point for a discussion, and a fantastic exercise from my point of view for your classes.